Mhm.
So can you go to that slide?
MAC address assigned by switches.
Yes, it's yeah. So there will be a separate MAC address for the switch and as well as the ports.
Yes.
So in that case, actually, you told the starting 6 bits will be it will be assigned by the
Sorry, 3
like
bytes.
organization.
Yeah.
Yes, it's organization one, and second part of the digits will be NIC.
Yes.
So in
Serial
that
number.
actually,
Yeah.
yeah, serial number. So in that case, actually, the whatever the second part of the bits, right? So
Mhm.
only in that specific range they can assign.
Uh, Specific range. Yeah. This is actually
Yes. So
hexadecimal. It's not decimal.
yeah. So in that case, actually, for
Mhm.
example, in your example, C00001 address will be assigned to the switch. So in the same switch, there will be, for example, 48 ports. That's a 48 port switch.
Mhm.
So the second part of the address may vary for the individual ports, or only the last 2 bits will be vary and it will assign to the individual ports.
No, no, no. This while if you connect a computer, this is actually computer NIC card address, right?
Yes.
So I showed in the switch when I put harp. I think it is there in the text file. Yep, yeah. So when switch is learning that MAC address, no, so it will put the complete bit.
No, no, even the switch is also having some MAC address, right?
Yeah, switch MAC address only to identify the root bridge and any loop on that network.
Okay. In that switch, like a particular, there is no MAC address for the ports then.
There will be. So each in that, if you taken 48 port switch, each port in that switch have some MAC address binded on that, only for layer 2 communication.
Okay.
To understand this MAC address is coming to this MAC address means data link layer, I mean media access control layer, to identify that media whether this hardware address is belongs to computer or a printer. So it has to identify, right? So to
Yes.
learn that means once you connect the computer to a switch port, it will go some process like listening first. Some signals means when you switch on the machine, so some signal is coming to switch saying that hi, hello, something like that. So switch will listen that. That part we call it as listening. Then it will learn. So it will learn the MAC address. So
Yes.
this computer will tell that, yeah, this is my frame, this is my MAC address. Kindly note it down. So switch will understand only MAC address. So it will take that computer MAC address. So that part we will call it as learning, listening, learning. So and it will keep it in the MAC table, or we'll call it as a CAM table or MAC address table. Okay, so that computer wants to communicate to some other computer on the same switch,
Okay.
right? At that time, so it will use this computer MAC address and that computer MAC address, but switch will not do anything. So your computer has to do anything. Computer has to do all the things. Means frame,
Okay.
create a packet structure.
So in this case, all the manipulation will be done by the NIC card.
Yes, your computer, your operating system is designed such a way saying that because switch is a dumb device, it doesn't know anything other than that MAC address.
Okay.
So your machine has to do. So your machine will create a packet saying that source IP address. This is the destination IP address. This is my MAC. This is my MAC address. This is the destination MAC address. I want to reach this MAC address. So when that packet comes to switch, the packet will look only the frame because it will look only the MAC address. Frame contains a MAC address, means data link layer protocol data unit is a frame. So it will not look at the IP address where it comes, where it need to go. It will not look at the IP address because IP address will learn only by the router network layer. So data link layer means which is a data link layer device. It will look only the MAC address. Oh, this is the source MAC address. This is the destination MAC address. Okay, I'll forward this frame.
Okay.
So next
So
it will come to
so
the network layer.
so in this case, actually, so if I want to send some data from the computer to switch, right? So there will be a separate MAC address for the NIC as well as the switch. So in that switch, actually, particularly, I want to send the data to the port number around 40, anything for example 40. So the computer will send the data, like it will broadcast, or it will particularly binding the data to that particular port, like a 40.
You're talking about putty?
No, not about the putty. ಏನು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಈಗ ನನ್ನ ನಿಕ್ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಇಂದ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸೆಂಡ್ ಸಮ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಟು ದ ಕ್ಲೈಂಟ್, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಸಮ್ ಸ್ವಿಚ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕೇಸ್ ದ ಮಿಡಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಿಚ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸೆಂಡ್ ದ ಡೇಟಾ ಟು ದ ಕ್ಲೈಂಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದೇರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಸ್ವಿಚ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ ಅಡ್ರೆಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ.
Yeah, if you come to that point, I'll show here. So your machine is connected here. So
Yes.
if you want to communicate some server, it's outside the network, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So this is your router. This is your gateway, local gateway. This is the external part. Okay. So this is the router, right? So what switch will do? Switch knows the MAC address of this machine. Okay, this is the MAC address of this machine. This is the second one is the MAC address of this machine, and also the router is connected to this switch port, right?
Yes.
Okay, so this router MAC address is also there in this. Maybe this port is 1, this port is 2, this port is 3. So in the port number 2, some device is also connected. So switch knows all these 3 devices MAC address. So
Yes.
if you want to communicate here, so
1 minute, Anil. So my point is, in this situation, so each and every port is having a MAC address, or it will identify only through the switch. So that's my point actually.
You're talking about this port?
Yes. So in the switch ports.
Yeah, switch port also have some hard-coded MAC addresses.
Okay.
But that MAC addresses will not broadcast to the network. Means it will not communicate outside the network within this.
Okay. So the particular one address will be given to the device. So when the device is on, automatically it will assign the hard-coded MAC address to the remaining ports.
Yeah, this computer also have, your computer have a NIC card, right? This NIC card
Yes.
also have address, hardware address, MAC address. So this MAC address learned by this switch, and it will keep it in this table.
Okay.
The port 1 is connected this, port 2 is connected this, like that. So when it's unable to find this server within the switch, what it will do, it will broadcast. It will broadcast. So all the other machines in the same switch, it will see that, it will take the frame and it will look at that. So when it is broadcast, means in the slide I have mentioned it is FFFFF. So
Yes.
I'll come to that point. Yep. Now switch will broadcast. So the destination MAC address is FFFFF. So this machine MAC address is something, this one, right? So what this machine will do, simply discard it, because this is not my MAC address. This is not my packet. So it will discard it. So the one packet will go here. So because router, it is a router, it will not look at the MAC address. It will look at the IP address. Means this switch, this machine have some IP address also added in the table, right? Source IP address, source MAC address, source destination IP address, and all. So it will look at the destination IP address. So this destination IP address here. So it will look at the routing table. So to go outside, we need to write some routing table part. So it will broadcast. So the packet will go on all other the links. So whichever the shortest part to reach the destination, it will get the reply. Usually all these 3 links will get the reply, but this router will have a routing table. So maybe from this link, it has 5 routers in between. Okay. To reach the destination. From this link, it may have only 4 routers in between. Okay. So from this link, maybe it has only 1 or 2 routers. So it will choose this path because it is shortest path. But this router will maintain all these routing tables also. So from this gateway, so I have 5 routers to reach this destination. To this gateway, Via this gateway, I have 4 routers. Via this gateway, I have 2 gateways. I mean 2 opcounts. So like that, it will maintain all the routing table. Means switch will maintain the MAC table, routers will maintain the routing table, and firewalls will maintain state table. So you will cut state table. Means once the connection is established, it will maintain that state until it disconnected. It will maintain the session. Once server respond with I'm going to finish the connection, this will disconnect that connection. But while the session is running, while the session table is running, I mean the session is connected, I mean established, this firewall will have IDP signatures. As I said, antivirus, anti-spam, vulnerability protection, file blocking, so many things. I mean intrusion detection and prevention. So that packet, each packet in this server and the client communication will be inspected. If any malicious is found, based on your rule, it will discard, it will deny, or it will block. I think you understood that part.
Yes, I understood. Thank you, Anil.
Yep. Anybody?
Is any other questions from attendees or from? Okay. Anybody with respect to the security issues?
Networking, security, if you have any doubt, please ask me. Else, it is almost 2 o'clock. I have taken 2 hours 47 minutes.
Yeah, we appreciate that, Anil. But I have some request for you. Can you please instruct some of the topics that is most important for the interview in the field of networking? So, which are the most questions or topics that is going to be asked at the time of entries in the networking?
Sure.
5 to 10 minutes, please.
Yeah. If you want to learn about firewalls, there are n number of firewalls in the market. So at least you want to know the basics of firewalls or basics of networking. For networking, you can use Router Ali, routerali.com. So you can find basics of networking. If anybody wants to come to the networking part, even though in networking also there are so many departments. So some people will work only on the switches. Some people will work only on the routers. Some people will work on firewalls, switches, routers. So mixed. For networking, you refer this one also, and so many network lessons learning.com, so networklessons.com, so many sites are there. You can learn from there also. If anybody want to come, even the designing is also very important. Actually, I had not gone to deep into that designing part. If you go to designing part also, so that depends on the requirement. So there will be design, high level design, low level design. High level design contains your firewalls, routers. Suppose I have 1,000 employees in company, so I am going to build a new company with 1,000 employees. So what kind of router you are going to suggest? What kind of firewalls you are going to suggest? What will be the redundancy? What will be the failover? Suppose if you are giving only one router, if that router gone, so until get replaced that router, you can't. The entire network will be shut. So while designing that your network, you need to consider it will be depends on the customer budget also. So you need to suggest based on that. The designing is a different part. If anybody want to go to designing, you can learn CCNA, CCNP. CCNA is Cisco. So that is the basics. So but I am working on Juniper, Palo Alto, and HP. So you can learn, and for the firewalls, you can use knowledgebase.juniper.com, knowledgebase.paloalto.com. So you start learning on that. So what do you mean by firewall? So how Palo Alto works? So how it will be, because if you're using IDP, means security checkup. If you go to airport, if you undergone through some security checkups, right? So it will be some delay. You need to go 1 hour or 2 hours early to complete that process. Right. So even though in the networking also, when you enable complete security and scans or monitor to your packets of data, so it will slow down on the network as compared to open network. I mean, without any monitoring, with monitoring, there will be a delay. So you need to choose. But Palo Alto is single pass, single pass parallel processing. At a time, antivirus, anti-spam, vulnerability protection, data filtering, URL filtering, every module will work on single packet. But some firewalls, it will be a serial communication. One by one inspect it, so it will take some delay. But that must not much delay. It will consider as in milliseconds or in nanoseconds. It will be. But in networking, if it is a milliseconds also, it is a considerable. So you can test your network, how much speed you have by using speedtest.net also. So many people will use this. So how much speed you have your broadband or mobile networks. So this ping milliseconds, if it is increasing, if it is 250, 300 milliseconds, that means that network is not faster. So lesser the milliseconds, faster the communication. It will be like that. So learn Linux also. So Linux nowadays for the security, so they are building own codes and also learn Linux and Unix. I am using for Palo Alto, I'm using Unix and the inbuilt predefined Unix commands. So if you learn Linux also, it will be helpful in your in networking. The Linux developers or Linux who knows Linux engineers, they are paid more. So if you want to learn Palo Alto, get a certification. So routing switching is the basics things. So you learn CCNA, join to CCNA courses. So you will get an opportunity. Only thing you need to compromise for rotational shift if you are working, because India, we are supporting for other countries. We have to work for their timings. Suppose if you go to a designing field in the networking, so maybe you will get a general shift work. So my part in past 8.5 years, I'm designing the network, I'm implemented network, I have tested the network, I'm supporting and troubleshooting, I'm doing all kind of stuffs. But if you go to big companies, so maybe he will restrict it for only some work. Maybe you will work only on the firewalls, maybe you will work only on the proxy, or only routing switching, like that it will be. Learn Java also. Nowadays we are moving to cloud. So Python, scripting, Linux. Learn those things. It will seriously help you on networking field. If you are writing a code for your devices or firewalls, they will pay you more. And if you are working for a company like Symantec or Acrobat, some antivirus developers or firewall developer companies, they'll pay you more, but they'll squeeze you more. Learn Java, learn Linux, learn routing, switching, and firewall for the basics. Then create your own future. So many companies are there, so many opportunities are there in the networking and security.
Yes, any other queries? So thank you for attending the webinar on open knowledge in network and security. I personally thank Mr. Anil Kumar HS for taking the session continuously vigorously from 11 a.m. to right now it's 2. So continuously break. We appreciate your work and the presentation what you have been given. So I think there is a lot of stuff because the networking is a huge, it's like an ocean, and security is also like an ocean, which is we have studied only at 0.25%. That's it, only in basic things. So I suggest and have one more queries, Anil, from all of the attendees. Is the networking course certificate is necessary as a fresher to enter the networking field? Is it mandatory, or what about the certification? Because as I heard, so many of you will say that the certificate is needed, the CCNA certificate. So is that mandatory as a fresher to enter the
suppose if you want to come to service support or designing a field, so it is mandatory, because you are not only working for Indian customers. you are working for other countries customers, so the customer will ask, because they are paying in dollars or in euros, so they will ask, have certified engineers to work on my project, so like that. So it will help you to, if you have certificate.
Okay.
If you have a certificate, you have a more weightage for your resume and you will earn good money too.
Okay, thank you. So is there any particular courses that has to be done to enter the network field?
Yeah, for to learn basics, you can go to CCNA, but don't stick only for CCNA, because CCNA is a Cisco. Cisco will get so much money, so understand the basics of things. You do CCNA and CCNP, but work on other firewall. I mean, other vendors like Juniper or Palo Alto. You can learn it by own also. kb.juniper.com, kb.paloalto.com. So many firewalls things are there. You can learn by own also. So if you want to do any certifications, so Zscaler is the one more proxy application currently. So we are all working from home. So our machines are connected to our home network. Our mobile network is no more secured. So company asset is not secured. So they have some application. So that is a per user license application. So installed on machine. So it will not allow you to download anything in a public networks. I mean, a mobile network, anything. So these kind of applications, this is a cloud-based proxy application or firewall. So learn about Zscaler also. It's a trending technology. And Linux is one more thing. You will learn Linux, do certifications on Linux if you have Red Hat, so many things. And if you have patience, if you want to go to a good firewall company, you can learn Palo Alto firewall things also.
Okay. Is there any other queries?
Because of shortage time, I'm not explained the Zscaler. So even the IP addressing concept, IPv4 concept is a huge concept. To understand, it will take 2 days to complete that. So many things are there: subnetting, supernetting, VLANs creation. So many things. So this short time, I can't cover all the such topics. Even maybe you'll learn in future. At least you know the basics. What is IP address or what MAC address? You will learn when you are coming to other classes, or if you've taken any certification courses. That will help. And thank you all. Thank you for your patience, for sitting for almost 3 years. If any queries, write an email to anil.shivaruddra@gmail.com. I'll reply on that.
Yeah, definitely. If they have any queries, they will reach you.
Yep.
I have already shared your mail ID to all the participants. If they have any issues with respect to the networking, they will going to be asked. So thank you
Yeah.
one and all for your valuable times you have given for this webinar. So we need your support, and also I have shared the feedback form and attendance sheet in an WhatsApp and then Telegram, and also even I have mailed the feedback to all the participants through the Gmail. So please fill that feedback form. So your feedbacks are very precious for us to improve ourselves for the next session of the webinar. That is for the next webinar we are going to be planned, and it is also very useful how we at what point we can improve our conductions of the webinar. So thank you one and all for your valuable times. So after filling the feedback, you are going to receive a certificate. So thank you one and all.
Yep. I'm going to end up this session. Thank you all. Thank you, Chandrasekhar.
Okay, thank you, Anil. I'm
Yep.
going to. So I'm going to end the session. Thank you one and all. Thank you for your valuable time.